you had to work hard to get your booty. What does that mean?
Yeah, I was small, Tyra, like all my life. Growing up, I was like really thin. So I didn't like being thin. I'm just be honest. I didn't like being thin.
Why? Because were you teased or?
Not really the teasing. It was just seeing like the girls with the hips and the booties was the popular girls in school.
So you wanted that attention, you wanted some curves, and you went to a nutritionist. Now, what did you tell this nutritionist?
I told him what was going on. I'm too thin. I was like 5'7", and I was like 119 pounds. So I'm like, I don't like being skinny, okay? I do not like being skinny. So he gave me a list of foods that was high in calories. He told me some of the things that I could do, so I took the list home.
How much weight did you gain after following that list?
I went from like 119 to like I'm 170 now.
Really? So yeah. 50 pounds?
Exactly.
50 pounds. And do you work out?
Yeah, well, when I started gaining weight, I started gaining weight everywhere, like stomach, everywhere. So as I was gaining the weight, I was crunching, doing leg exercises because everything started getting like...
Look at her booty in the picture.
Everything started getting out of whack. So I always made sure that I kept, because you can't have a big booty and a big stomach. So I tried to keep my stomach small and my hips bigger.
Okay.
So. If we want to examine why being slim thick was ever even a thing, we have to look at Buffy the Body and women like her. She went from being a stripper to a video vixen to a fitness influencer to a businesswoman and now a wife. And there are other women who look like her in the Black community. It just so happened that Buffy was brought to the forefront accidentally. She wasn't even trying to be a video girl, but she seized an opportunity when she was noticed. I think it's interesting the way her body type became mainstream, not because of her, but when other races started to look like her to attract Black men. And if we're honest, a lot of this goes back to the preferences of men and the competition amongst women, despite women saying they got their body done for themselves. The most controversial part of Buffy's story is that although she helped to popularize the slim, thick body, many people refuse to believe that her body and her butt is real. And unlike Kim Kardashian, Buffy did not gain notoriety from a sex tape. She didn't have a reputation of being promiscuous. She was known to have a very sweet personality, and even today, she lives a quiet life with her husband. She was a businesswoman, and I am trying to figure out why she never got the ultimate respect that she deserved. There's a quote that goes, "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people." The person is Buffy the Body, the event is the BBL epidemic, and the idea is body privilege. And body privilege is a term that I coined to describe the way primarily Black women use their body in the Black community. And I want to talk about the Black community because many of us know that Buffy was not just a body, she was a brand. So much so that Black men loved her, Black women wanted to look like her, and people like the Kardashians appropriated her body. She was never given the credit that she deserved, and in fact, she was blatantly disrespected by noteworthy celebrities. More on that later. After being featured in several hip-hop videos, magazines, and building a fitness brand, Buffy could not seem to transcend the stigma of being a video vixen. So in my next video, I will get into the biological reasons why the slim thick body type is preferred in the Black community and at large. And I will also get into some things that Buffy failed to say publicly, which I recently heard her say in one of her YouTube videos. And I think it's important for women to have realistic expectations when following fitness influencers. I want to discuss how two things can be true at the same time. Your butt can be natural and you can have other surgery, such as lipo and breast implants. And Buffy did admit to getting breast implants. I have this theory that BBLs put women like Buffy the Body and Melissa Ford out of business.
Instantly take you to like a strip club, instantly take you to the beach or places where you see women like that.
Buffy bust on the scene in 2005. It was the same thing. It's like she's dark skinned, she's from the South, she's a stripper, she's admittedly a stripper, and the strip club culture was just exploding.
You know, she came out with the big butt. She started that, you know, with the big booty and embracing her thickness because she was thick, you know?
Buffy was one of the rare ones. Super dark chocolate, you know, built like a brick house, had that southern movement with her, real sweet smile, and dudes just fell in love with her.
When Buffy the Body came out, it started this whole thing with you had to have a big butt. You cannot come after Buffy the Body and not have a butt her size or bigger. Every time I turned around, oh, the next Buffy the Body. Oh, she's the next Buffy the Body. Then girls start putting the body in their name. Oh, it was Tiffany Body and Janet the Body and Shirley the Body. And I'm like, so where did all this body come from all of a sudden? A couple of the people at the magazines like, you know, you're the one start this whole thing with this big butt, right? So it's your fault that these women are going out getting butt injections and fat drafts and all of that. And I'm like, I haven't even been in the industry and I'm still getting blamed. Like it's still my fault. But it's good. I'm fine with that. I'm not even mad because I do think it's my fault a little bit.
Stay tuned for part 2 and 3 of this series and more reflections after my recent wedding. The Black and Invisible members have access to exclusive wedding content. Shout out to everyone who wished me and us congratulations on both platforms, right here on YouTube and on Instagram. I am very excited and honored to take this journey with you all. So like, share, and subscribe. Click the links in the description box and get to know what I do with my business, Curated Legacy LLC. Join the Black and Invisible YouTube membership group and purchase my book about being an invisible Black woman on Amazon. And as always, stay tuned for more videos.